What if the person you see in the mirror 30 days from today could be unrecognizable? Not because of a miracle pill or a fad diet, but because you finally decoded the biological language of your own metabolism. Most people spend years fighting their bodies, trapped in a cycle of starvation and binging. But over the next 30 days, we are going to teach you how to work with your biology, turning your system into a high efficiency, fat burning machine. This isn't just a challenge, it's a 30-day masterclass in nutritional sovereignty that will move you from the diet mentality into a state of metabolic power. By the end of this journey, you won't just be lighter, you will be more energetic, clearer headed, and fundamentally reconnected to your body's true hunger signals. When we embark on a 30-day weight loss journey, we must first clear away the thicket of misconceptions that have clouded the fitness industry for decades. Weight loss is not a simple math equation of calories in versus calories out. It is a complex, delicate hormonal symphony. The primary conductor of this symphony is a hormone called insulin, produced by your pancreas. To understand weight loss, you must understand insulin. When insulin levels are high, triggered by sugars and refined starches, your body is in storage mode. It is chemically impossible to burn significant body fat when insulin is spiked because insulin acts as a lock on your fat cells. Therefore, the secret to this 30-day challenge is not eating less, but rather eating right to keep insulin low, thereby unlocking the door to your stored energy. The philosophy of this challenge is built on the four pillars of metabolic architecture. The first pillar is the absolute elimination of inflammatory triggers. For the next 30 days, we are removing the big three: refined sugars, liquid calories, and ultra processed industrial seed oils like soybean and corn oil. These substances create a state of low grade systemic inflammation that disrupts the communication between your gut and your brain. Specifically, they make the brain resistant to leptin, the satiety hormone that tells you when you've had enough to eat. When you are leptin resistant, your brain thinks you are starving even when you have plenty of body fat. By removing these triggers, we reset your hunger cues, allowing your natural internal thermostat to function again. The second pillar is the protein priority framework. Protein is the most thermogenic macronutrient. This means your body actually spends a significant amount of energy, calories, just to break down and process protein. This is known as the thermic effect of food. Furthermore, protein provides the essential amino acids necessary to preserve lean muscle mass. This is the most critical point of the entire challenge. If you lose weight by losing muscle, your metabolism will crash and you will gain the weight back. By eating high amounts of protein, aiming for roughly 1 gram per pound of goal body weight, you protect your metabolic engine and ensure that every pound lost comes from adipose tissue, fat, not your precious muscle. The third pillar is micronutrient density and volume. To lose weight without suffering or feeling deprived, we must leverage the physical mechanics of the stomach. Your stomach has stretch receptors that signal to the brain that you are full. You can trigger these receptors with 500 calories of oil, which is about the size of a quarter, or 500 calories of spinach and broccoli, which would fill a literal bucket. During these 30 days, non-starchy vegetables are your best friends. They provide the vitamins, minerals, and polyphenols your cells need to perform chemical reactions, while the dietary fiber acts as a slow-release mechanism for your energy, preventing the blood sugar crashes that lead to hangry episodes. The fourth pillar is hydration and electrolyte balance. Most people mistake thirst for hunger. Furthermore, as your body begins to burn through its stored glycogen, the sugar stored in your muscles and liver, in the first few days of this challenge, you will release a significant amount of water. If you don't replace this water and the accompanying electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, you will feel sluggish, get headaches, and likely quit. We will focus on functional hydration, ensuring your cells are plump and energized so your metabolism can run at peak performance. Now, let us walk through the deep tactical phases of this 30-day transformation. Phase 1, days. 1 through 7. The metabolic transition. This is the biological winter. Your body has likely been running on a constant stream of glucose for years. Now, we are asking it to switch to its backup generator, body fat. During these first 7 days, you may experience the keto flu or general irritability. This is actually a positive sign. It means your body is cleaning out its glycogen stores. Your focus this week is simple: meat and greens. Every meal should consist of a palm sized portion of protein, think steak, salmon, chicken, or eggs, and a mountain of green vegetables. Do not fear healthy fats like butter, olive oil, or avocado during this week. They are essential for keeping you satiated as you move away from sugar. By day 7, you will likely notice a dramatic reduction in bloating and a whoosh of water weight loss that will motivate you for the weeks ahead. Phase 2, days 8 through 14, the gut brain reset. Now that the initial water weight is gone, we focus on healing the digestive tract. The bacteria in your gut can actually control your cravings. Bad bacteria thrive on sugar and will send signals to your brain demanding more. This week, we introduce Probiotic Power. Incorporate unsweetened Greek yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi. We also introduce intermittent fasting on a gentle scale, aiming for a 12-hour window where you don't eat. For example, finishing dinner at 7 p.m. and not eating breakfast until 7 a.m. This gives your digestive system a break and allows your insulin levels to drop to their lowest possible point, accelerating fat loss. Phase 3, days 15 through 21, the hormonal optimization. By now, your energy levels should be skyrocketing. Your brain is no longer clouded by sugar fog. This week, we focus on cortisol management. Stress is a weight loss killer. High cortisol levels tell your body to hold onto belly fat for protection. We introduce movement, not necessarily grueling gym sessions, but zone 2 activity like brisk walking for 30 to 45 minutes a day. This type of exercise uses fat as its primary fuel source and helps lower stress. Diet-wise, we maintain the protein-first rule, but begin to experiment with carb backloading. If you have a particularly active day, you can include a small portion of a complex starch, like a sweet potato or a half cup of berries with your final meal. This helps replenish your muscles and ensures a deep, restful sleep. Phase 4, days 22 through 30. The final polish and sustainability. The home stretch is where we refine your metabolic flexibility. This is the ability of your body to switch between burning fat and burning carbs with ease. We tighten the fasting window to 14 or 16 hours if it feels comfortable. We focus on the longevity foods, incorporating cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts and kale, which help the liver process and remove the toxins that were stored in your fat cells. As fat melts away, these toxins are released into the bloodstream. Eating cleansing vegetables ensures they are escorted out of your body safely. By day 30, the goal is not just a lower number on the scale, but a complete shift in your palate. Foods that used to taste plain will now taste vibrant and sweet, and the idea of eating a highly processed snack will no longer hold the same power over you. To ensure your progress remains unbreakable, we must integrate a psychological armor protocol through a 30-day progress journal. This is where we battle the mental resistance that usually sabotages long-term change. Weight loss is 20% mechanics and 80% mindset. During the first week, your journal entries should focus on the power of why. When the cravings hit on day 3 or 4, you won't survive on willpower alone. You must write down the deep, emotional reasons for your change. Is it to be able to run with your children without getting winded? Is it to feel confident in your skin for the first time in a decade? Use the affirmation, I am choosing health over temporary pleasure. In the second week, your journal focuses on the victory of non-scale victories. The scale is a liar. It cannot measure the fat leaving your liver or the inflammation leaving your joints. Write down how your energy feels at 3 p.m. Note the clarity of your skin and the quality of your sleep. Affirmation, my progress is measured by my energy and my resilience, not just a number. The third week is about navigating the social storm. This is when friends might tempt you or social events might challenge your resolve. Use your journal to plan your responses. Practice saying, I'm focused on a health goal right now, but I'm still enjoying the company. Affirmation, I am in control of my choices, and my goals are worth the temporary social friction. The final week is about the identity shift. You are no longer someone trying to lose weight. You are a healthy person who makes healthy choices. Your journal should reflect your future self. What does the healthy version of you do on a Sunday afternoon? How does that person handle stress? Affirmation: health is no longer an effort, it is who I am. By combining these psychological tools with the biological blueprint of the 30-day challenge, you create a synergy that makes failure almost impossible. You are addressing the stomach, the hormones, the blood, and the brain simultaneously. This is the only way to achieve lasting transformation. The importance of this 30-day period cannot be overstated. You are essentially recoding your biological software. Most people fail at weight loss because they try to rely on willpower. But willpower is a finite resource that runs out by 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. This challenge relies on biologic. By changing the types of food you eat, you change the hormones as your body produces, which in turn changes the signals your brain receives. When your brain receives signals of abundance and health, it naturally lets go of excess weight. As you conclude these 30 days, remember that this was never about a quick fix. It was about demonstrating to yourself what your body is truly capable of when it is properly fueled. You have cleared the path for a future where you are in control of your food rather than food being in control of you. You have reduced your risk for chronic diseases, improved your cardiovascular health, and likely added years of high quality life to your future. The person who finishes this challenge is not just thinner, they are a version of themselves that is more resilient, more disciplined, and more alive. In summary, the 30-day weight loss challenge is a journey of reclaiming your health through the power of real food. It is a commitment to biodensity, filling your life with nutrient dense foods, high quality proteins, and the restorative power of hydration and sleep. You have done the hard work of breaking the chains of the modern food system. Now take these lessons and make them your permanent foundation. Your body is a masterpiece, and for the last 30 days, you have finally started treating it like one.